Hey everyone, welcome back and let's write some more neat code today. So today let's solve the problem, keep multiplying found values by 2. So this one is pretty straightforward. The idea here is we're given an array of integers and we're also given an original number. What we want to do is sort of run this simulation and keep checking if the original number is within this array. Right now it is in the array, it's 3, so that's good. And then we will take this original number and double it, multiply it by 2. So we're going to get 2 times 3. That's going to be 6. Now we check, is 6 within the array? Yes, it is. So then we do the same thing, multiply this by 2. We get 12. Is 12 in the array? Yes, it is. And then we double this again, and it's not in the array anymore. So this is the last value that we stop at, and that's the value we return. I mean, in the worst case, we would check like every number in the array gets checked off, and then we kind of just have to stop. So that's kind of what we're trying to do here. There's multiple ways to do it. One way would be just scan through the array every time we're checking if the number is in the array. That's going to be O of n. In the worst case, like I said, every single number could have been one of the original numbers. And so in the worst case, that would have been n squared. A couple improvements we can make to that. We know that obviously the original number is always going to be doubling every single time. And they do mention in the constraints of this problem that all of these numbers are going to be positive. So we could just sort the array in ascending order. And so that way we wouldn't have to scan over the input every single time. We would just keep iterating in that direction, visiting each element at most once. And so if we land at like an original number, we would check it off. If we don't, we would continue as long as the number we're looking for is smaller than the current number. If it ever exceeds that, then we know that that number is no longer in the array. So that sorting approach would work. I'm not going to code it up because the code is more complicated and less efficient than the actual approach I'm going to be using, which is going to be a hash-based approach. Why scan through the array if all we're trying to do is a lookup? We know with hash data structures, lookups can be done in constant time. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to convert this guy into a hash set. In my case, you could probably also use a hash map. Then we're just going to do the lookup in constant time. Again, in the worst case, we might have to do O of n lookups. So that's going to be O of n big O time, and big O space is going to be O of n as well because of the hash data structure. Okay, let's code it up. So what I'm going to do is set nums to be a set. This doesn't actually change the parameter. It just reassigns that variable to be a set now. We're not modifying that at all. And so then what we're going to do is check while this original number is in the nums hash set. We're going to then double the original number and try again until we stop, in which case we return whatever the original number stopped at. It's hard to type and talk at the same time. But and again, this original number, while we're replacing the value of it in this variable, the original value doesn't actually change. I mean, you probably already know that, but anyways, let's run this. And you can see it works. It's pretty efficient. If you found this helpful, check out Leetcode.io for a lot more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.